As you play and understand the game, you're going to understand that higher checks come from higher peps, because the more that I can improve my effectiveness, the more that I can do as far as building a bigger team and having a bigger business. So the money is going to follow that result of having a bigger team and a bigger business. So again, higher checks come from higher peps. And we teach the success pattern. The game itself will teach the success pattern. People will start to recognize and realize that there is a success pattern that they're following. So step number 1 in the success pattern is improve yourself, and that's usually 0 to 30 peps. Step number 2 is build a team, and that's 30 to 45 peps. Step number 3 is become the leader and duplicate, and that's 45 to 70 peps. And then what you want to do when you're that leader, you're teaching duplication by teaching your team to improve themselves and build a team. And you're teaching them to understand where their peps are so that they know where they fit in this phase. So you can find out where your peps are, and you'll know exactly which step you're in the success pattern of the direct selling industry, and you'll be able to start to move along in a sequence that will predict better results and create less frustration for you. Now we have a few things that you can take action on. Is that you can register for our free skill radio training. We do those weekly, and those are available on our website at ritraining.com. So you can go ahead and get yourself signed up. Make sure you're listening to that training. We do that call live every week, and then the recording is made available for you to listen to in case you weren't able to make the live call. During the live call, of course, you can dialogue with us. You can ask us questions. We can actually respond to you, and of course, we'd love to hear your comments, and people share how they're using this system and what results they're getting. So it's a very valuable thing to have your team and everybody plugged into the Skill Radio weekly training calls. It's available for any level of any person building a direct selling business, and each week we go through a different effectiveness skill, so there's plenty of great value there for you to take a hold of. Next, of course, is to play the game regularly. Even though people think that they only watch a movie or read a book once, it's very important for you to understand that every time you actually use the simulator, the game, you're in a different experience at a different place, and you can start from scratch with a different profession and have a whole different experience. You can have a perpetual gameplay where you bring your player card back every week or every time you play and continue to build and expand your mind. I've had people that play it multiple times during a day and multiple times during a week, and some people who just do it once a month. But each of those people is going to create a different result. Obviously, the people who practice more regularly are learning things at a deeper level. They're building effectiveness at a higher, faster pace, and the results of their business are going to show that. Others that don't have that much time and aren't able to do that, it's going to come along, and at least they're going to understand the success pattern, and they're going to move along in a progress that's going to be beneficial to them. So either way you do it is fine. People ask us all the time, and I just recommend that they play it as frequently and regularly as possible so that they can not only train their team, they can recruit people to this business opportunity, because most people don't understand this industry, and this is a tool where you can teach people what this business model is like. You can teach people how this works, and they might find that they're sick and tired of what they're doing. They're tired of punching a clock or working themselves silly in their own business, and they might actually want to join your team when they see how this business model works. So just use it to recruit, train, and retain your team. It's going to work wonders for you. And then individually, knowing where your own PEP score is going to help you to see exactly where you are in that success pattern so that you can plug into the right actions for you right now and know exactly where you need to focus your own training on. Knowing is always better than not knowing, and in this situation we can shorten time and months and years of development if people will just find out what their own PEP score is, understand where their own skill makeup is, because in that profile skill assessment that I'm showing here on the screen, we can give you guidance into all 50 skills, and you can see exactly where you're at so you can pinpoint what your training should be focused on so you can get right on the right track and make sure that you're following the success pattern and building effectiveness to be able to have success in your business. I look forward to hearing from you. If there's any questions that you have, you can email us at contact@ritraining.com. That's contact@ritraining.com. We look forward not only to hearing your questions and comments, we want to hear and celebrate your success. So please let us know how you're using this system. Get on the weekly skills call, use the game regularly, and find out what your own PEPs are, and make sure you know that when you're working with your team members that you see their profile so you can understand on their skills assessment where they need your support and your leadership. And I look forward to hearing from you and celebrating your success.